Hello, this is Ferris Khan, and thank you for tuning into my Bronco channel. I would like to talk today about my Bronco, about my dealer, Village Ford, and the fact that they sell at MSRP. Also wanted to talk a little bit about FordPass Points. In a couple minutes, there's actually an interview that I do with my sales consultant, Joe.Celentino. But first, wanted to get you oriented as to what I have. I have a 2021 Bronco that I purchased. So you're looking at it here, or at least the rendering of it here. It's antimatter blue. It has only two additional options. Those options are the roof rails with crossbars. And as I scroll down, I'm sorry, the switches. Did I miss that? Let me just quickly find that out. The auxiliary switches for $195. So those two together add up to my build, which was $30,555, includes the destination charge of $1,495, $560 for the options and accessories, or the options that I got, those two options that I just described. One of the things I want to point out is that I got a whole bunch of FordPass points. So as you're building your vehicle, you may consider to sort of delay the purchase of accessories for your vehicle. One, because maybe perhaps it'll be built sooner. And the second reason is that you can use those FordPass points. So for the rest of this video, we're going to actually cover that with my dealer. That 30,555 number that you see for my vehicle, it is was a little bit higher. I think they charged about $200 for some fees, which I think is fair. That's fine. Another approximately $150 to $200 for wheel locks, and wheel locks and door guards, which you may choose to get or not. I just basically said yes. They use the door guards for when they park those vehicles somewhat close to each other. So if you're ordering a vehicle, you may actually not really even need it, or if you don't have a lot of situations where you're right next to another vehicle, that sort of thing, maybe you don't need it. The wheel locks I do think you need, but in my case, the one thing that I'm still working on with Joe is to make sure that we get the fifth wheel lock. The wheel locks they put on had only 4. I need the fifth one. The easiest wheel to perhaps take is the wheel that's on the back of the vehicle. Let me just flip over there. This wheel. And if you're somebody who steals wheels, I suppose, this is the one that you'd feel least guilty about taking, because you probably could take this in 2 minutes, and you are not stranding the person that you're taking the wheel from. So anyway, without further ado, I'm going to let Joe sort of introduce himself in the rest of this video, and also talk about both the fact that you can get MSRP, you can be outside of the market area and still get MSRP, and also how you would use the FordPass points, or how people are using FordPass points. Hope you enjoy the rest of this video.
All right, I'm Joe.Celentino, and I work at Village Ford in Dearborn, Michigan. We're here with Ferris, and we're going to talk about Broncos. But first and foremost, I wanted to let you guys know that we are a MSRP dealer of Bronco right now. We also do honor A plan on the Bronco and Z plan as well, which is the Ford employee pricing. Unfortunately for everybody, Ford did turn off X plan pricing for the Ford Bronco for this year. They told us initially that they would be bringing that back, but they didn't give us a time frame. And we also have a lot of demand that is going on right now. So X plan is up in the air, but we do AZ plan on these vehicles, and all of our vehicles that qualify for AZ plan, we are AZ plan specialists here in Dearborn.
All right, so one of the big questions that I get, and also I've seen on Bronco 6G, is the idea that you're putting the $100 down, okay, you go ahead and, okay, the vehicle is going to be built. You've got the VIN. Maybe verbally somebody's told you that, hey, it's going to be at MSRP. And then all of a sudden at delivery, people are worried that they're not going to get that same price. Now, my understanding is Village Ford stands by the price, regardless of demand. They will go ahead and sell Broncos at MSRP. If you could just kind of clarify that, that would be great.
Yeah, so right now, any order that we have taken is going to be at whatever the customer qualifies for. If it's MSRP, then we'll sell it at MSRP. If they qualify for AZ plan, then we'll honor that as well. So if you guys have orders, or if you want to place an order, we would love to take your order. If you don't qualify for employee pricing, then we will do the vehicle at MSRP. So you do have to get an order in, and as I mentioned before, it is quite a bit of a wait, but if you're willing to, ride that wait with us, then we'll honor you by, doing an MSRP deal on any regular Bronco that you would order. Now, any specialty vehicle like a Ranger or a Raptor or a Raptor version of the Bronco, that may be different, but all of the normal trim levels, we're doing at MSRP.
All right, Joe. So just some kind of follow-up questions here. So first of all, I know a lot of people have a ton of FordPass points. Maybe they ordered a Bronco, maybe they're still waiting for a Bronco, so they got some bonus points. In my case, I did get some bonus points. I think in total, I have 70,000 points. I'm not sure exactly how many of those are attributable directly to the Bronco, but that seems like a lot of points.
Yeah.
What does that mean in terms of dollars? Yeah. Like what can I spend that on, or what? So how much is that?
From what I understand, in the conversion ratio that I kind of am just doing quickly in my head, it sounds like you got about $350 worth of points. Anytime anyone purchases a new vehicle from Ford Motor Company, they're going to get 42,000 points. If they get a diesel, they're going to get even more money. So if you're getting like a Super Duty truck, you'll get about 72,000 points. Ford is also kind of using it as a reward system, and many of you have probably also heard that they're using it as a customer satisfaction system. So Ferris was one of our first Bronco orders, and he's kind of ridden through all the issues with us. And because of that, Ford has awarded him with some extra points. As I said, he got 42,000 for purchasing this vehicle, but it sounds like they've thrown him some extras because of the issues that he's encountered, and just kind of as a way of saying, hey, thank you for being patient with us, and thank you for being a loyal Ford customer. Now, Ferris is asking, what can he use those points for? Well, my understanding so far is that anything that you can get a Ford dealer to purchase on your behalf, or if you can get them to stock the item, or if they do stock the item, you should be able to walk in and use points to pay for that. Whether it's tires or Ford accessories or Ford parts or even service, you can use FordPass points for all of those. I can only speak for my dealership, but I actually have used some of my points to purchase things like jackets with Ford logos on it, or I actually got my Bronco, although it's about 164 times smaller than Ferris's. It's a model car. I was actually able to buy that with FordPass points, but those are some of the cool things that you can get. So use them. One thing I will say is, if you have the FordPass app, make sure you log into that app at least once a year, because if you don't log into it, those points will go away after 1 year. But if you're using it to start your car, or lock your car, unlock your car, then you'll be good.